Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Gina, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. I am really happy to have you here, and please make sure to subscribe to stick around for my future videos. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. I know a few of you have asked me to film one, so I decided to do that today. And please let me know in the comment section what other videos you would like me to film. I have a lot of ideas to film, but I would love to know what you guys would love to watch, so let me know in the comments below. But let's get on today's video. So I do have all of my makeup in this clear bag. I got this clear bag from Target, so I'll link it down below, but it's kind of a perfect size. It fits all of like my everyday makeup in here. So the first thing I'm going to start with is going to be my primer. So the primer I use is going to be Milk Makeup, the Hydro Grip Primer. I absolutely love that stuff. It definitely helps keep your makeup stay on for longer. So I'm gonna just put a pump from that and just kind of put it all over my skin. And before I do that, I usually like to make sure that I hydrate my skin, and I've already done that. So just make sure to hydrate your skin and kind of prep it to make sure that your makeup stay on for a lot longer. And then the foundation that I've been using lately is the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and my shade is light medium. That stuff is really great just because it does have SPF in it. It has SPF 50. I'm gonna put a pump from that on this MAC foundation brush. I think this is MAC 170, and I just do like one pump. Usually that's enough for your full face. And I try to do it, or kind of focus the foundation on the outside of my face, just because under the eyes I'm going to be using concealer, so I don't really put foundation under my eyes. I just kind of leave space for the concealer, so because I try to not have so many products under my eyes because I don't want it to cake. So just the outside part of my face where I won't really be necessarily putting concealer on. And I also try to drag it where my eye, like underneath my brows, just to make sure everything is kind of like one kind of colored canvas. I don't want like some spots where there's really no foundation or any coverage like that. So if you see, like, it doesn't really give you high kind of coverage, it just gives you that light coverage. That's why it's kind of perfect for everyday use. I wouldn't really use this for events or anything like that, but for just everyday use, having the SPF and just having that coverage, the medium to light coverage, is just perfect for everyday. And then I'm going to be going after that with a concealer. This is the LA Color Conceal It. This is not really my favorite. This is just the one that I'm using right now. My absolute favorite is the NARS concealer. I'm definitely going to be buying that next after I finish this one. So I just basically get a little bit on the tip of the brush and just kind of put a dot here, like close to the under eyes, like towards the corner, and then I put more towards the end. Same on the other side. And then I also use concealer to be able to contour. So I drag it across, like across the nose bridge, over here a little bit, and on my forehead as well too. So it kind of gives you a layout for kind of contouring. I'm going to be going in with this Fit Me concealer, but this one is in a darker shade. So this will be kind of my contour color that I'm gonna be using. So this is number 45 Tan, and I'm gonna use this to contour my face just slightly, not anything dramatic, just again trying to keep it natural because this is just kind of an everyday makeup. But I like to do that step just because I did notice it does give you a much better face shape that I like. And just under where the jawline is, just a little bit, just to define that part. And then after that, I'm going to be blending in everything. I like to blend in the darker color first, then go with the concealer. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm using the Echo Tools. I think this is the CC Cream brush. I think it's like a little dense brush, but I'm just gonna use this to blend the contour color. Try to blend it in to kind of make a 3 shape, just to kind of make everything like connected and not odd on your face. And this is the step where I start blending my concealer, and the reason why I blend in my concealer after, except for my nose, because just to kind of clean up, just in case if I do have like some harsh lines like this, I can go with the concealer and I can blend everything together. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. I think this is number 8, but this is perfect to blend in your concealer. And kind of just to drag it down and kind of start mixing it with the like bronzer color or the contour shade. Just kind of blend everything in except for the nose. And when it comes to the nose, I go back to this brush, blend it in, but I literally just tap it because I don't want the dark color to go everywhere. And then I try to drag it across my eyebrows and my eyelid. Same thing for the other side. I just find it looks a little bit better. It gives your eyelid a little bit of more definition when I drag the darker color. And it also makes your nose look a little longer. At least that's what I do. And I'm gonna go back with that same brush that I used to blend in my concealer, and again blend my nose and blend on the side of it. Now I'm gonna go with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I absolutely love this powder. Haven't found any other powder that works as good as this one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on a beauty blender, and I'm just gonna focus it under my eyes just to kind of set everything in. And I'm gonna go lightly. I'm not gonna like pack anything in, or I'm not gonna go heavy. Just a little bit, just to make sure that concealer doesn't really go anywhere and it doesn't crease throughout the day. And sometimes what I like to do is that I like to go a little bit up the nose to kind of define that contour that we did earlier. And just whatever left over, I like to do it on the smile lines, just so that it doesn't crease. And then with a big fluffy brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of buff that away. And I'm gonna go with a powder after that, and I'm gonna use the Fit Me powder, and this is in the Natural Beige 220 color. I already hit pan on this. This powder is really good, but I basically just take it on a fluffy brush and I kind of go everywhere else where I didn't put translucent powder, just to kind of set everything in place. Okay, and now the next step that I do is I fill in my brows. And what I use to fill in my brows right now is the LA Colors brow pencil, and this is in the shade Dark. So all the brow products that I use are going to be like pencils like this. This is not necessarily like the best one. This is just what I'm using right now. But I know e.l.f. makes one, Morphe makes one. The Morphe one is really good, so, and the price is really good too for both Morphe and e.l.f. So really anyone will work, but I use the darker shade and then I just use that to fill it in. I don't really have a specific technique to fill in my brows. What I usually like to do is start from the front of the brows, and I like to make like upward strokes. I don't really like to go heavy, just to kind of keep that a little bit natural, and then go under the brow and lightly draw a line all across the brow, just to kind of start defining the shape of the brow. And then go on the upper side of the brow, same thing, just kind of defining the edges of the brow. And then once I'm done, I just kind of fill everything in. And then just brush it. And again, I kind of go back if I need a little bit more product up front. At the beginning of the brow, I can just go back, again, do a few strokes, and then brush. Yeah, that's basically what I do for my brows. It's not really... I try to not overdo it just because I wanted to make sure that it looks natural. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other brow. And that's it. That's all I do for my brows. The last thing, just to kind of make sure everything stays in place, I'm going to be going with the Essence Make Me Brow mascara or eyebrow gel mascara. This is just to kind of keep your brows in place. So I'm just gonna go lightly over the brows. Lately, what I have been liking to do for my eyes is just bronze it. And really that's it. I don't really do eyeshadows or anything like that. So I'm just gonna use bronzer just to give a little bit of definition to my eyes. And I'm using the LA Colors bronzer in the shade Beach Babe. Just gonna get a little bit on the brush and just kind of sweep it across the lid just to kind of give a little bit of definition. Doesn't need to be like really perfect or anything like that. I just want to have a little of color on the lid. What I like to do is like just take the same exact brush and then again go over the nose a little bit. Alright, now onto the lashes. What I have been liking to do is the same exact two-step system that I have made a separate video on. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll link it up here. You can watch it after you finish watching this video, but I've been really basically doing my lashes the same exact way I did it in that video, so that's what I'm gonna do right now, and then I'll be back once I'm done. Alright, so lashes are done. They look fabulous. And then next I'm going to do some bronzer on my face. Again, go back to the LA Colors bronzer in Beach Babe. And I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush in number 2. This is the bronzing brush that she came out with Morphe. And I'm just gonna lightly bronze my face where I contoured. I sometimes go ham on that step because I just love bronzer so much, but lately I've been trying to go a little lighter on that. Again, stick to that 3 shape just so everything kind of blends in together. I personally like to put bronzer on my nose, but I can't use this brush, so I'm gonna switch the brush out for this one. And this is the Real Technique brush, and I think this is the one for the highlighter, but I use that for the bronzer. So I just take a little bit on it and then I just kind of go over my nose just to again kind of emphasize the contour that I did earlier. And that's it, just to kind of keep it a little bit natural. The next thing I'm going to be doing is going to be putting some blush. So this is the Honest Beauty blush in Rose Pink. And I think this is a cream blush, so just be careful, kind of be mindful of that. But the blush is beautiful, like the color is stunning. So I don't mind cream blushes when it comes to that. So I just put a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. I bought this one for my mom and she didn't really like it as much, but I'm absolutely like obsessed with the color. I think it's definitely gorgeous. So I've been using it lately. But just be careful applying the cream on. And I put some on my nose as well, just to kind of give it that blushy rosy color to the face. And then with whatever left over, I just put it on my chin. lastly but not least is going to be some highlighter. I take this Morphe brush. I think this is the 218, and I just put some on my nose here. A little bit on my inner corner. And on my cupid's bow. And I'm taking a highlighter brush. I honestly don't know which one I got. I think I got this from the general store, but any highlighter brush, and just put a little bit on the face. And if I haven't said that yet, this is the Becca highlighter, Champagne Pop, I think. Absolute best highlighter I've ever used in my life. Lining my lips, so I'm gonna use the NYX lip pencil, and this one is in the nude beige shade, and I'm just gonna lightly line my lips. So my lips are now lined, and I'm going to use the MAC matte lipstick, and it is in the shade Yash 631, and it's just like that nude brown color. And over that I'm gonna go with the lip gloss, and this is the Milani lip gloss slash plumper, and this one is in the shade Luminoso. And I'm gonna set everything with a setting spray, and this one is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I think setting spray is the absolute crucial step just to make sure everything stays in place. And I usually use this to kind of dry the setting spray. And yeah, that's basically what I do for my makeup every day, but I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and please let me know what other videos you would like me to do. I would love to do something that you guys like to watch, so just let me know. And if you like today's video, just give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.